Hi, I'm Senator John McCain. Welcome to Strike Zone Afghanistan. We're doing a great job over here and we're proud of everybody who's serving.
Hey, Strike Brigade, how you doing? I'm Sergeant Joe Padula with the 2nd Brigade Public Affairs Office, and this is Strike Zone Afghanistan. Strike Zone Afghanistan is the Brigade's TV show dedicated to keeping you, the viewer, up to date with all the great things the Strike Brigade is doing right here in Kandahar, Afghanistan. And on this episode, I'm going to introduce you to some pretty awesome things, like stories about joint operations and missions, segments like Hero of the Day, Words of Wisdom, and Safety Sessions. We're also going to take a look back at the regiment's history, and of course, everyone's favorite part of the show, the Strike Soldier's Hometown Shoutout. Yeah, so stick around and enjoy a show about the 101st, one and only Strike Brigade. Absolutely.
Hi, I'm Captain Mei-Ling Phi with HHC 526 BSB, 101st Airborne Division Air Assault, stationed at Bob Wilson in Kandahar, Afghanistan. Just wanted to say hi, and I love you to all my friends and family back home in Northern Virginia, and I'll see you soon.
I'd like to say hello all to my friends and family back in Bangor, Michigan, my mom, my daughter, and my wife who's up with 1st 320th up at Terra Nova. Miss you, sweetie. Love you.
There's a lot of specialized MOSs within the Strike Brigade, but there is one that really stands out. Specialist Mike Monroe explains.
Keeping the vehicles of the Strike Brigade on the road is a difficult task. With vehicles being damaged regularly, the welders and machinists of 1st Squadron 75th Cavalry Regiment stay busy repairing and replacing parts needed to keep them operational.
If you break something in sector, or you need something fabbed right there on the spot and it's going to take 6 months to order a part, most of the time I can build it for you right there that day. You can have the part that day and you can get back rolling.
The workshop has found some time to make a few things that help to improve the morale of the soldiers.
What we'll do is we'll build barbecues and different ways to cook stuff. We'll put griddles and different things on the barbecues so that they can have a hot meal, not a hot heater meal. It just makes it a little bit easier, to be out here, and you're away from your family anyways, and it's a hard place to be.
The workshop of 175 is an integral part of the squadron and helps keep vehicles operational and soldiers safe. For 2nd Brigade Combat Team, 101st Airborne Division Public Affairs, I'm Specialist Mike Monroe.
Great story, Specialist Monroe. And thank you to the welders and machinists for keeping the Strike Brigade rolling along. Now, staying alert and not getting complacent is a necessity here in sector. And here to tell us all about it is Safety Mike. Hey, it's Safety Mike.
Joe.
How you doing?
Yeah, good. Thank you. Good to see you, my friend.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hello, Strike Soldiers. First of all, I'd like to say thanks for the great job you guys are doing out there. Accidents were really down in this deployment, and I appreciate it. You broke the train, because normally early on, accidents spike, but you guys following the standard, did a great job out there and kept my job a lot easier. Now we're halfway through the deployments. We need to stay focused out there. Normally that word complacency tends to come into play, but I know with you guys and girls out there that are doing a great job, we're not going to see that this deployment. So stay focused out there. Stay vigilant in everything you do. Treat the mission and the task like the first time you do it, and follow the standard. And let's have a great middle part of our deployment. Stay safe.
Yeah, Safety Mike. Way to help keep the Strike Brigade on top of its game. Now, down here in Kandahar, agriculture is its bread and butter. And PFC Sean Denham knows all about it. Check this out.
Located just outside Forward Operating Base Wilson lies the Zari District's Developing Agriculture Center. The center is a combined effort between the 431st Civil Affairs Battalion, attached to the 101st Airborne Division, and the U.S. Department of Agriculture. When complete, it will combine modern farming techniques with Afghanistan's environment, aimed at improving farmers' production throughout the Kandahar province. The center's methods will include classes and demonstration fields to educate farmers, giving them the skills they need to make their fields work for them. Major Ben Hastings, the officer in charge of Company Alpha, 431st Civil Affairs Battalion, said, The future of the Agriculture Center is to bring the Zari District new farming techniques, like drip irrigation, cold storage, and crop rotation. The center will be a highlight of governance in the agriculture-based economy of the Zari District. The 431st Civil Affairs Battalion and its USDA partners hope to improve the region as a whole, starting with its base roots, the farmers. Water tank platforms, garage outbuildings for repairs, and other improvements are in the works for future development. A location for farmers to sell their produce at a fair price is also under construction near the center's fields. This will allow buyers to see the quality of the produce and make bids for purchase, hopefully bringing more money to the district. Despite still being under construction, the center is already bringing money to the people of the Zari District. The center and its fields are being built by local nationals under the guidance of the USDA and Army Civil Affairs. Workers are paid on a 10-day basis for labor as they build walls, work the fields, and lay bricks and concrete for water tanks. From start to finish, the center is focused at helping the local populace rebuild their economy. Strike.
Great montage, Denham. And with the farming being so big down here in southern Afghanistan, that ag center is key. You know, the Strike Brigade is producing stories left and right, and you gotta see them all. They're filled with integrity and they're filled with a sense of pride. And here's the way you, the viewer, can check them out.
The Strike Brigade is made up of high-speed soldiers with high-speed stories, and you gotta check them all out. For starters, if you're not a part of the Brigade's Facebook page yet, you gotta get on board. Here you'll find tons of strike pictures, strike video, strike comments, strike conversations, and look at that. You can even watch the latest Strike Zone Afghanistan. Forget about it. And for you family members and loved ones back home, it's a great way to stay up to date with the unit's events. To become a part of it, log into your Facebook and in the search box type in 2nd Brigade Strike. That's 2ND Brigade Strike. And then when you see the unit's crest, click on it, and then click like. Easier than pie, whatever that friggin' means. Also, read up on the weekly history of the Strike Brigade with Strike Honors. Here you'll read about the ones who paved the way for today's strike soldiers, from the Second World War to Vietnam, the Middle East, and everything in between. Make sure you read up on your strike history. Look for it at your base, on the Strike portal, and on the Brigade Facebook page. And you gotta look for your copy of the Brigade's magazine, The Heartbeat, which is a monthly publication that is cover-to-cover strike. You're gonna love this thing. In it, you'll find the strike pictures and strike stories of your strike soldiers, useful information, and even words from Strike 6 himself. Absolutely, sir. You can soon find it at your base, on the Strike portal, and on the Brigade's Facebook page. Get your copy today.